when the Fire Nation attacked. Hello everyone, this is Danny, and in this video I wanted to talk a little bit about the expectations of a foreign teacher. Now, I came to China through the Amazon Year in China program, so I think my expectations might be a little bit different. I'm not exactly sure. I don't know that many people outside of my program. So going through a company means I did not know what school I was going to be at originally. I told them an age preference I had, and then they placed me at a school. So during the summer before I came to China, I got in contact with my school. They'd already placed me. I ended up asking my contact a bunch of questions, I asked him what my class sizes would be, how many students I would have, and he said I would have 18 classes, and each class is in between 35 and 45 students. Yeah, I have over 600 students. Lovely. But then the most important question I asked him was, what am I expected to do in this job? Essentially, it was whatever you want. They call my class the oral English class. So essentially, I do whatever. They didn't give me a textbook. I asked about a textbook, and they were like, if you want one, we can give you one. Not helpful, by the way. So from talking to other teachers, since most of the teachers I know are through the Amazon program, high school and middle school teachers typically have it easier. I know a lot of the high school teachers, they don't have to give exams. They don't really have a curriculum. I know a few were told they have to give a final exam and a midterm. But the ones who usually have it the hardest are elementary school teachers. And I say the hardest because it really depends on what you consider hard. Compared to what I do is I usually sit down to my laptop like maybe an hour or two, like every Sunday afternoon, and outspit a lesson. No one checks it, no one reviews it. I know with some primary teachers, they essentially teach the teacher's class that week. So their classes might be slightly different, or they have to have certain things they must talk about, because when they're that young, they're growing vocabulary. With high school students, you typically have a better vocabulary. Most of them can understand me throughout my whole lesson. So since I don't have any basic expectations, what do I do? Last year I was all over the place. I ended up showing 2 movies and a TV show, only the first episode. I didn't show the whole thing, okay? Didn't show the whole thing. But that took around, a movie is usually around 3 classes. So that was 7 to 8 classes. That was just showing movies, which I don't think is necessarily a bad thing. If you have worksheets, those do much better if you have questions. Because even watching the movie, they still have to comprehend what is being said. So they still do practice their listening skills, but they're not practicing their oral skills. So last year I was all over the place. I had random lessons. I did whatever. I played a lot of games last year. So coming into my second year, I changed a little bit. I wanted a little bit more structure. There are some things that I've noticed they continuously make mistakes on. Every time you ask them, how are you? The answer is, I'm fine, thank you. This isn't always the best answer, because usually native English speakers say I'm fine when we're angry. So I was trying to branch them out. Like, if I'm asking how are you, actually tell me how you are. And so this year, I also plan to broaden their image of what America looks like. And before holidays, I'll usually show a TV show or a movie, mainly because I don't want to give them homework over holidays. I don't think that's right. What's the point of them having a vacation if they don't have a vacation? They already have homework from other classes. So I usually show TV shows or a movie that will help explain certain things in America. In summary, literally the expectations of a foreign teacher can be anything. It changes school by school. So if you want to teach in China and you either go through a third-party program, I suggest Amazon, or if you directly contact a school, do ask them up front what they expect from you. It could change your mind about going, it couldn't, or it could be like, oh, whew, it's gonna be easy. So be sure to ask. So if you have any comments, questions, concerns, please leave it down in a comment below. And you can check out my socials, my Instagram, and my Tumblr. I will leave the links in the description box. So, bye-bye!